So the film starts in the year 1909. We are introduced to two siblings, Michelle and Chris. Chris was very intelligent. At a very young age, he was appearing in a test through which he could get direct admission to college. As soon as Michelle and Chris come out after getting free from the exam, they are stopped by the army officers because Chris was wearing a shirt with Cosmo robot on it, which was showing that he likes robots. But in today's world, a war was about to happen between humans and robots. We are shown a scientist named Ethan who hated robots a lot. Years ago, robots were made to help humans. Humans got them to work, and then when there was some problem with the robots, humans used to throw them away. After bearing the bad attitude of humans for years, the robots got tired and to demand their rights and respect. These robots formed their own alliance, whose head was Peanut. Humans did not like this behavior of the robots, and thus a danger of war started between the alliance of robots and humans. Finally, humans also did not stop behaving badly, and the war started. Humans were banned from using robots and keeping them at home, and there was an atmosphere of war all around the world. During the war, a military officer, Evans, went and reported to his head that robots were overpowering humans because they did not get tired. Humans were about to lose this war when scientist Ethan came up with a new technology to help humans. He created Neurocaster robots, which humans could control with the help of their brains. The technology was named Neurotech. Humans, with the help of neuro helmets on their heads, started fighting the war by controlling Neurocaster. Neurocaster robots were exactly like robots. They did not get tired, and in just a few weeks, with the help of this new technology, humans won this war against robots. Major Mark got the award for killing the most number of robots in this war. After the war was over, humans made a contract with the robots, due to which, instead of destroying the robots, they were to be imprisoned in a facility. Well, time kept passing. Scientist Ethan made his neurotech technology even more advanced, and divided the human mind into two parts, and attached both the parts with Neurocaster at one time. That is, a human could handle two Neurocaster robots at one time. With the help of his one brain, he could get many of his works done by two Neurocaster robots at one time. Also, a human also had the option to attach one part of his brain with Neurocaster robot and enjoy his life with the other. That is why people liked this advanced version of technology very much, and people all over the world started using this technology. Even in schools, neurotech was taught to be used. Well, now the scene takes us to the year 1994, and our lead character Michelle is shown living with her foster dad. When Michelle comes to the school, it is shown that all the children are being taught with the help of Neurohelmet, but Michelle does not use Neurohelmet because she likes her human form. Due to not following the rules, Michelle is called to the principal's office. Principal tells Michelle that if you don't follow the school rules, then I will have to complain to your mom. Then Michelle told her that her whole family has died in an accident. Hearing this, the principal was very sad, and the principal advised her to take neurotherapy with the help of Neurohelmet. She will feel good about it, but she doesn't like technology and artificial things. Now in flashback, Michelle was remembering the day when she had an accident. A deer came in front of her car, and while trying to save it, her car crashed. Michelle's condition was also very critical in this accident. She regained consciousness in the hospital, and then she saw a doctor wearing glasses in front of her. On seeing him, she woke up from the dream. As soon as she opened her eyes, she felt that someone is trying to enter her house, hiding. She hid under the bed in fear. Whoever it was came in her room. It was Cosmo robot which lifted the bed and found her. When Michelle threatened to kill it, the robot asked her to connect a wire by pointing towards her head. Michelle connected that wire. Then the robot started speaking, and he told that I am your brother. As soon as he said this, he suddenly fell down. When he looked back, Michelle's foster father had come and attacked him. In today's era, humans were banned from keeping robots. He tells Michelle to immediately take this robot out of the house. Michelle moves ahead and tells him that he has come inside the house due to your carelessness. Seeing her rudeness, he attacks Michelle. Seeing this, the robot gets angry, and he gets up and attacks Michelle's foster father. Due to this attack, he fell down after hitting the wall. He was about to report to the police, but before that Michelle made him unconscious, and then left from there for her Cosmo robot. After coming a long distance, Michelle stops on the way and asks that Cosmo robot, "Why were you saying that you are my brother? Do you have the consciousness of my brother inside you?" Robert answers in the affirmative. Michelle gets emotional and asks him then, where is my brother's body? So he explains to her by gesturing that he explains doctor with glasses knows about your brother's body. Michelle remembered that it was the same doctor who had told Michelle that your brother is dead. Now Michelle opens a map and the robot touches a place and tells that in the middle of the robot's facility we will find the doctor who knows about Chris. These people now leave for that place. On the way, the robot sees that the condition of humans here is very bad, because humans had started using the neurotech helmet in a bad way. They also used to get intoxicated by using it. The condition of humans was getting worse, and seeing this, Cosmo robot felt very bad. At this place, we see a man named Evans. He is the same military officer who had given the bad news that humans are losing the war with robots, but now he was not in military uniform. Maybe he had retired. He used to supply guns illegally. So here a gun is given to the Neurocaster robot. As soon as he caught the gun, the Neuro robot refused to give him the money for this gun, and instead of that, he started to threaten him. Before he could kill Evans, someone attacked him from behind and disabled him. This was Evans' robot. Evans had illegally kept a robot with him. Now both of them put the body of this Neurocaster robot in their truck, and taking advantage of all this, Michelle and her Cosmo robot also board the same truck, because they knew that both of them would now go inside the robot facility. It is revealed that after regaining consciousness, Michelle's foster father complained to the police that Michelle has a Cosmo robot. To kill the same Cosmo robot, the government hires Mark, who is expert at killing the robots, and he is now chasing these people. It is shown that the place where Evans had stopped the truck was his house, and his house was connected to the robot facility. As soon as they came inside the house, Michelle and Cosmo robot also came out of the truck, and both of them heard their voices. Evans held them both at gunpoint. Michelle told him her intention, that she just wanted to go inside the facility. That's why she climbed inside Evans' truck. She knew that Evans works to buy and sell things from inside the facility. Then Evans said that it is very dangerous there, you cannot go there. If you have such an intention, then you should leave. These people were still talking when Evans felt the presence of someone climbing on top of them. He quickly asked both the robots to hide and saw that Mark's Neurocaster robot had come here, who says to them, "Tell me where your robots are. I know that Michelle is helping a robot and she is with him." But Evans said, "No, she is my sister and there is no robot here." Hearing his lie, Mark attacked him. This made both the robots very angry and both of them attacked Mark. Seeing the opportunity, Michelle turned off the switches, and all four of them ran away from there, hiding Mark's Neurocaster robot under the things. The real Mark was now very angry after taking off his Neuro helmet. The place where these people had reached after running away was a very dangerous place. Evans was furious, because there was no other way to get out of here. He got very angry with Michelle, and during this time, the scavengers robots also arrive here, which kill other damaged robots and increase their life by putting their correct parts inside them. And after looking around, Evans's robot Tim found a very big robot and a van. Evans's robot started controlling the big robot. They were about to leave from here when Michelle asked him for help and said that, "I know a doctor who lives here. He must know the way to get out of here. If you help us, you will also be able to get out of here." Evans agreed to help them, and these people sat in a van. The van was now moving after lifting that big robot. Michelle asked Evans, "Where did you get this robot from?" Evans told that, "I got this robot during the war. I was fighting against the robots, and in that war, both my legs were injured. And then this robot saved me, and today I am alive because of it, and can walk safely. It is a big favor on me, that's why I always keep it with me. Since the end of the world, we have been banned, we cannot keep robots. That's why I also stay hidden with it." The scene ends with the scientist Ethan, who was with his mother. He saw that his mother was losing her memory. When he searched for the reason, he came to know that this is happening due to his neurotechnology. He gets angry and comes to his lab and asks the doctor how our services got spoiled, on which the doctor told that Chris has run away, with the help of which we were running this neurotechnology. The scientist got angry and asked how Chris can run away. His body is with us. Then the doctor told that Chris has put some of his consciousness in a robot and made it run away. That is why there is a problem in our neurotech. Ethan was angry. He told his doctor to find that robot immediately before anyone else. Otherwise, my company will be destroyed. Ethan now went to the world of nanotech and contacted Mark and asked him to help me. One of my robots has run away, due to which my entire neurotech system was running. You catch it. I will give you any reward you ask for. Mark said that I'm already searching for that robot, and the girl Michelle with it. Then Ethan said, okay, you catch that girl and put her in jail, and give me the robot. Now because Mark's old Neurocaster suit was destroyed by Michelle and her friends, that is why Ethan gave Mark a Neurocaster suit with new technology for free. After the scene cuts, we are shown Michelle and all of them, who were standing at a strange place. Suddenly someone attacked them by throwing a fridge on them, and this big robot of the team got injured. In a short while, many robots came and captured them, and took them to Dr. Peanut, who was the leader of all of them. Michelle was surprised to see him that he is still alive. The head asks, "What is your purpose of coming here? Often humans come here to kill us." Then Michelle told that I have not come to kill you or harm anyone. I have come only to find a doctor who lives inside this facility. Dr. Peanut told that yes, there is a safe house somewhere far from here, maybe he lives there. Dr. Peanut asks Michelle, why do you want to find that doctor? She tells that I'm actually trying to find my brother, whose consciousness is inside this Cosmo robot, and I have received news that my brother's body is with Ethan Company. Dr. Peanut also got worried that what will he do in his facility by keeping a child. Michelle also did not have the answer to this. It is shown that Michelle and Evans were now ready to go ahead. Then Dr. Peanut also sends some of his military robots to them to help them. These people left in a car made like a peanut. In the meantime, we saw that Mark had come inside this facility, and he saw these people leaving. When these people reached their destination, they were surrounded by many Avengers there. Before they could harm them, a song started playing, and a secret door opened through which these people slipped and reached Dr. Keon, for whom Michelle had come here. Before Dr. Keon could ask her any question, Michelle asked him, "Where is my brother? You said that he is dead. How is my brother alive? Why did you lie to me? Why did you say that he is dead?" Dr. Keon told that your brother is in Ethan's lab. Michelle asked why and for what. Then Dr. Keon told that 4 years ago, humans were losing the war, and in all this, you and Chris met with an accident. When we did Chris's MRI, we came to know that he is a genius. He has some extra power in his brain, which was gifted to him by God, and these powers became our support. It was only with Chris's brain power that we were able to make neurotech. Michelle was angry and said, "Then why did you lie to me that he is dead?" Then Dr. Keon showed her the whole story in his robotic brain. Then Chris was in a coma, and his brain was being used through his body. Dr. Keon says that if we had not kept him alive artificially that day and had not made neurotech, then Chris would have been killed. Then Michelle said to him, "Then you should have let him die, and used him in such a wrong way." Then Dr. Keon said that he was not completely dead, he was alive from inside. One day he tried to hold my hand, and the day I realized that he was alive from inside, I tried to shut down the neurotech program, but Ethan did not agree and he fired me from his company. Then Dr. Keon says that I had put a connection of his brain inside this robot, due to which you are standing in front of me today. Michelle did not get of pity on him even after hearing all this. She asked what was the reason for doing this. Then he said that I wanted Chris to make his consciousness inside this robot, and come with the robots and make a life and make a family. Hearing this, Michelle started crying and said that my brother was mine, his family was mine, why did he need robots? Evans also, after hearing this, was very angry at the doctor. Evans started beating him, and during this time, it was shown that Mark also reached this facility, on seeing which Peanut got scared. Mark comes inside this facility after making a blast, then taking advantage of the darkness. All these people start attacking him, but his Neurocaster robot was very strong. None of their attacks had any effect on him. Mark had brought a whole army with him, who started fighting with these robots. These Neurocaster robots were killing the old robots rapidly. In such a situation, the doctor told Michelle to take the robot and go from here, but before Michelle could run away, Mark's eyes fall on her, and Mark catches the hand of his robot from behind and flies away from here. He did not say anything to Michelle, but before that, there was a lot of destruction here. Even Peanut was completely injured. When these people came back to the robots' facility, they saw that the Neurocaster robots have killed all the robots here, and even if some robots are left, they are in a very bad condition. It is shown here that Mark reaches Ethan with that robot, on seeing which, he takes a breath and says to that robot, "Chris, you have troubled me a lot. Don't do this again." The doctors hold the robot and put it in a machine, and all the consciousness from inside that is again put in Chris's body. Mark was standing here and was shocked to see how badly Ethan was using a child. Ethan told that because of this child, I have been able to save the whole humanity by creating neurotechnology. Here, we see that Michelle was very sad, then fans came to her, and he encouraged her and said, "I am with you. We will save Chris," and brought Ethan's truth in front of everyone. Now the first mission was to get out of this facility, for which he comes to a robot of Peanut, from which there was a way to get out. This robot had a lot of information. He told Michelle that the whole neurotech runs from your brother's brain, and if your brother comes to his consciousness, that is, if he comes to his senses, then the whole neurotech will be shut down. Hearing this, Michelle said that this is a good thing. Then we can shut down neurotech in this way. Now this robot, which was telling everything to Michelle, was ready to go with them in this mission, but Peanut did not want it. Peanut says that we did not want war even earlier. We wanted respect and peace earlier, and we want the same even now. Then Michelle says to him that we are going to get that only. We will try and fight for that one more time. Peanut's other robots were understanding Michelle's point. They together convinced Peanut, and all of them became a part of this mission. Now these people get ready for their mission, and sit in a very big round shape, and reach the city where Ethan's lab was. These people had brought a very big robot with them, with which they lift cars like toys and attack the lab. Ethan, sitting inside, had seen all this. He gave the mission to Mark that he should finish all of them with the help of his army. Evans was controlling this big robot, and now there were many advanced Neurocaster robots in front of Evans who tried to harm his robot, and finally his robot got destroyed. Before Evans could get killed in the explosion of this robot, he jumps out of the robot. Here it was shown that Peanut also came here controlling a very big robot, and all the other cosmic robots also started fighting with the Neurocaster robot. When everyone's attention was on the world going on outside, then Michelle took advantage of the opportunity and came inside the lab. Michelle scared all the scientists present here with the help of her robot and made them run away from here, after which she wore a neuro helmet present here, which was connected to her brother. It was shown outside that Mark came wearing a very big Neurocast suit, with the help of which he started creating havoc here and started making explosions. Here Mark came in front of Peanut while killing everyone. At the time, when Peanut was freed after killing a Caster reporter, Mark pointed a gun at him and asked him, "Why are you fighting this war now?" Peanut said, "Is there nothing bigger than freedom?" He asked, "Isn't it even death?" "No." Then Peanut said that if my other companions get freedom by my death, then this death is good for me. Hearing his words, Mark gets impressed and says to him that you have more humanity in you than a human being. "Today I met a person who has less feelings than a robot." He was talking about Ethan, who had used a child, mercilessly, just to make his product successful. At this time, Mark decided that now he will not support Ethan, but he will support the truth. After the scene cuts, we are shown Michelle, who started meeting her brother with the help of that Neurocaster helmet. Inside this world, both of them were in their house. Here Michelle says to Chris, "Get up, we have to leave from here," on which Chris said, "No, I cannot go from here. I have seen this world from inside, and I know that Ethan has ruined this world by using me, and it is not possible for me to get out of here because I am dead. These people have kept my brain alive artificially, and this neurotech is running from my brain only." Michelle asked, "What do you want?" Then Chris explained to her that if my brain remains active for longer, then Ethan will destroy the world completely by using my brain. It is better that you kill me and deactivate my brain, so that neurotech also stops working, and all this destruction also stops. Michelle was not ready for all this. Then Chris said to her, "Remember, you used to tell me that I can change the world, so just help me in changing this world." Saying this, Chris and Michelle hugged each other, and the scene shifted to the real world, where Michelle had regained consciousness. She went ahead and switched off all the machines of Chris, due to which Chris was completely killed, and neurotech was destroyed. It was then shown that Evans' army, i.e. robots, were losing. Evans saw that his robot, which was always with him, was also badly damaged. He started breaking down on seeing it. As soon as neurotech stopped suddenly, all the Neurocaster robots here also stopped and fell down, and automatically Evans won this war. At this time his happiness was beyond limits. He screamed aloud. The very next moment he saw his robot Tim. He looked back, and now Tim was completely damaged. He was dead. Seeing which, all his happiness turned into sorrow, but then he saw that inside Tim there was a small version. who was carrying this big robot and keeping it alive. Seeing this, Evans felt relieved. Now, after taking his robot, Evans went inside to find Michelle, and when he came out from here, they came to know that now all the neurotech reports in the world have stopped working. This news also spread in the newspaper, and then Michelle was interviewed. Michelle told the whole truth in the news, that how Ethan was running this neurotechnology by using a child. Due to this, Ethan was jailed, and at the end of the story, we were shown Michelle giving a speech to the whole world in which Michelle says, "I know you all must be confused. What is going on in this world? Actually, neurotech has stopped in the world. Through neurotech, Ethan had not only defeated the robots in the war, but also the humans were left useless. Humans had become used to neurotech. Humans have forgotten that all the work that they were getting done by the Neurocaster robot, they can do it themselves as well. In the real world, man is the support of man, not this neurotechnology. Our emotions and our interactions are what make us human. If it seems difficult to move ahead, then we will all support each other and move ahead." Everyone liked her speech very much. Even Evans got emotional and hugged her, and then in the post-credit scenes of the movie, we are shown a herd of dead robots, in which the Cosmo robot was also there. Suddenly, that robot stood up with the message that Chris's consciousness was still alive inside him, and the movie ended here showing just this.